What really makes a family strong? You know, it's one of the most fundamental questions we can ask. Today, we're going to dive deep into the principles of purposeful parenting and see how a strong family foundation doesn't just build up individuals, it can build up civilization itself.
So let's just start with the biggest questions of all. What even is a family in the first place? And what is its ultimate purpose? Seriously, the way we answer these questions shapes everything, not just how we raise our kids, but the very future we're all building together.
To help us explore all of this, we're turning to a landmark book, Parental Education. It offers this incredible vision for family life that feels both completely timeless and honestly more relevant than ever for the challenges we face today.
Now, this is a seriously important text. It comes from the International Institute of Islamic Thought, and it was written by a brilliant team of scholars, Dr. Hisham Al-Talib, Dr. Abdelhamid Abu Suleiman, and Dr. Omar Al-Talib. This whole explainer is actually part of a project supervised by Professor Dr. Salah Abdelsamie Abdelrazek, and the goal for all of us is to get this vital knowledge out to a global audience. Parents, researchers, young people, everyone.
So here's our game plan. We'll explore the family as a foundation in the Islamic tradition. We'll compare Eastern and Western models, dig into this fantastic idea of parents as gardeners, and then wrap up with a global call to action that involves all of us.
All right, let's dive into our first section, the spiritual blueprint for a family in the Islamic tradition. And it all begins with a very specific and beautiful vision for the bond between two people.
This verse from the Quran is absolutely central. It frames marriage as something way more than a social contract. It's a path to finding tranquility. Think about that, a deep sense of peace and security. And it tells us that God places two key ingredients into this relationship, affection and mercy. Okay, so these two pillars, Mawadda and Rahma, are so crucial to understand. Mawadda is way more than just love. It's a deep, real friendship. It's the inside jokes, the mutual respect, the feeling that you're true partners. And Rahma, well, that's an act of mercy. It's compassion in action. It's forgiveness after a fight, or just being there for each other, no matter what. The source argues that a family built on both isn't just a household, it's a sacred bond designed for emotional stability.
And this is where it all connects to the bigger picture. The family isn't just some private, isolated thing. It's the very first school where we learn our values. The whole idea is that a nation full of strong, loving families will naturally create a more just, compassionate, and stable society for everyone.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit. How does this traditional model stack up against more modern family structures, especially the kind of shift we've seen in many Western societies? The source points out a really key difference between two family models. On one side, you have the extended family. It's like this built-in support system. You've got grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, all chipping in with wisdom and care. On the other side, the modern nuclear family, which is more common in the West, can sometimes put a lot more pressure on just the parents, and that can lead to feeling more isolated.
Wow, this visual, it just powerfully captures what happens when that family unit breaks apart. And the source material is very clear about this. This kind of rift creates a deep and lasting impact, especially for the children involved.
And the data that's cited in the book is pretty sobering. Children from separated families can face higher rates of things like poverty and emotional distress. Now, the point here isn't to assign blame at all, but to really understand the high stakes involved and why strong family support systems are so urgent.
So, given all these challenges, what can parents actually do? Well, the book offers a really powerful metaphor to guide them. It's called the agricultural model. And the idea is this: instead of seeing themselves as managers who are trying to control an outcome, parents are seen as gardeners. Their job is to cultivate the right environment, to provide nourishment, protect from harm, and just patiently nurture the unique potential that's already inside every single child.
And here you can see how the entire family ecosystem is designed to work together, in harmony. The parents create that core environment. The kids learn and they also give back. And the grandparents, they act like the roots of the tree, connecting generations with their wisdom and their experience, which really stabilizes the whole family. So, what does being a gardener look like in real life? Well, here are some practical steps from the book. First, you have to work as a team. Second, you've got to shield your kids from your own stress. They need to feel safe. Third, if a separation happens, never put a child in the middle. And finally, consistently nurture their moral and spiritual compass. So how does this focus on the individual family actually scale up? Well, our final section connects all these ideas to a global message about our collective future.
And here it is, the crucial takeaway. The book argues that parenting isn't just some private thing you do at home. It is the primary engine for renewing society. The idea is really simple. Strong, loving families produce ethical, capable individuals, and those individuals go on to build better societies.
And that means this isn't just a job for parents. It's a mission for all of us. From researchers and community leaders to every single one of us, we all have a role to play in supporting purposeful parenting. And you know what? Sharing this kind of knowledge is a vital first step.
So we're going to end with this question, which is really a call to action. Whether you're a parent, a researcher, or maybe a young person just thinking about the future, how will you contribute to cultivating the next generation? The health of our world literally depends on it.